Hello, namaste, vanakkam, namaskar, adab, and welcome to the 75th Independence Day celebrations. My name is Satvika.
My name is Shreya.
My name is Rohita.
Independence Day is something we all enjoy and something that is of great importance to all of us. In India, Independence Day is celebrated by the people of all religions, cultures, and traditions with great joy and happiness. 15th August is the day of her rebirth, a new start. At the midnight of 15th August 1947, the British rulers handed the country back to its rightful owners, ending the remarkable struggle that lasted years.
The freedom struggle in India lasted nearly 2 centuries, and it's tragic too at that. It was a time when every minute was lived in fear, where no one could predict the next. A lot of people fought hard to free India from the clutches of the British. Our freedom fighters were committed and focused on achieving independence. It's up to us to make sure that our beautiful country is never oppressed again.
Penty Linkola once said, "The difference between a terrorist and a freedom fighter is a matter of perspective. It all depends on the observer and the verdict of history." We've had many famous freedom fighters like Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and Subhash Chandra Bose, who fought hard for what we have today.
August 15th remains the same today, but its relevance has changed. The priority and focus of a nation being born in 1947 and then was different then, as India today prepares its priorities and focus based on the current situation. Social justice and inclusive growth for all citizens is the benchmark of today's India. After independence, many things started developing, such as education, healthcare, infrastructure, and gave way to numerous scientific achievements. India today is a spiritual leader of the world, which gave Ayurveda, yoga, and meditation as a means to pursue a healthy life and attain inner peace.
Today is a day when we pay our respects and acknowledge the sacrifice of the freedom fighters of our country. Our world is going through a phase where we can do nothing but go with the flow and try to adapt to the new normal. Much as the pandemic has limited our abilities in certain ways, the spirit of independence burns bright in every one of us. Nothing can truly stop us from treasuring this. Our nation's glory is something that deserves to be celebrated.
On this Independence Day, let us all pledge that we will be responsible and good citizens and protect the freedom that we have. We have done our best to come up with what we can do online to celebrate such an auspicious occasion. An achievement as big as 75 years should be celebrated, right? So let's get into it. A beautiful blend of our culture and pride awaits as we dive into some dancing.
All forms of dance are important. However, classical dance plays its own role. It is not only the art of quintessence of beauty, divine power, but also an attraction to achieve divine power through it. Dance is a form of meditation as well as prayer that keeps our mind peaceful. So now we have Pooja, Deshna, and Devyani to perform a beautiful classical dance.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Sufalam, Malayaj Sheetalam, Shasya Shamala, Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. एहसास थोड़ा तो जगाएं अपने दिलों में हम, है हमें जाना कहाँ और चले हैं कहाँ पे हमसे पूछे ये बात रे वतन. Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram,
Namo Namo, Namo Namo, Namo नमो भारताम्बे नमो
नमो नमो भारताम्बे सारस्वत शरीरिणी नमोस्तु जगतां वन्द्ये ब्रह्मविद्या प्रकाशिनी नमो नमो भारताम्बे हिमालय किरीटिनी गङ्गाद्या सरित सर्वस्तन्यं ते विश्वपावनी नमो 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 भारताम्बे नमो नमो भारताम्बे नमो नमो नमो
तदीं 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 यतिलोकपदन्यास पवित्रीकृत पांसवे नमोऽस्तु जगतां धात्री मोक्षमार्गैक सेतवे नमो भारताम्बे नमो नमो
சுந்தர ஹிமகிரி மகுடம் சூடும் சுந்தர ஹிமகிரி மகுடம் சூடும் இந்து சாகரம் பதம் தனோடும் சுந்தர ஹிமகிரி மகுடம் சூடும் இந்து சாகரம் பதம் தனோடும் மறந்த சுரபில மலர்வாடி கனி மானவ ஹிருதய மகோதவராயினி மறந்த சுரபில மலர்வாடி கனி மானவ ஹிருதய மகோதவராயினி கரித கனித ககம தமனி தமரணி தம கரித கனித ககம தமனி தமரணி தம கரித ககமம்ம இனித நிதமம்ம இனித ககம கரித ராணி தமம கரிதம மாகரித ராணி தமம கரித நீ மாகரித ராணி தமம கரித வந்தே பாரதாம்பே புராதன கீர்த்திகள் விலசிடும் அம்மே நின் பதரட்சைக்காய் ஆய புராதன கீர்த்திகள் விலசிடும் அம்மே நின் பதரட்சாகரித வந்தே பாரதாம்பே பரதாயிகே பரதேவதே வந்தே பாரதாம்பே
रागिनियों से सजा भारत अनोखा राग
सौरागिनियों से सजा भारत अनोखा राग है ये प्यार का संगीत है
ये शांति
Coming up next, we have a skit presented by our fellow grade mates. In 1857, when the Britishers first came to India, bringing the East India Company, EIC, none of us Indians knew why they were really here. And because of the language barrier, it was a huge setback.
By the time people started realizing what they were planning, it was too late. Keeping that in mind, this skit is a depiction of an alternate scenario where even Indians spoke the same language. We hope you enjoy it. Let's get started.
We would like to let you know that the content in this skit is for comic purpose only and is not intended to hurt anyone's feelings or sentiments. One fine day, out of nowhere, the British just decided to roll up. Imagine what the Indians must have felt like on that day. Minding their own business, walking through fields. The next thing you know, the British showed up on horseback.
Hear ye, hear ye. By the order of the Majesty, the Queen, we have arrived. You over there, what's the name of this land?
This land over here, this is called India.
Well, I'm here to let you know that India is now under the British Empire.
I'm glad that I can tell you that India is exactly where it was yesterday.
No. I feel you're not understanding what I'm trying to say. I'm letting you know that we are here to colonize you by the order of the Queen.
Who is the Queen?
Queen, the Queen of England, the ruler of Great Britain. She was ordained by God.
Which god?
God, the one true God.
There are many gods, my friend. What is your god's name?
There is only one God, and his name is God, and you too shall worship him.
You want me to worship a god, but you don't want to tell me his name. What are you talking about? There are many gods, okay? There's Shiva, there's Krishna, there is Lakshmi. There are many gods. What is the name of your god?
His name is God.
You don't know the name of your god?
It is just God.
Is it like mommy or daddy? You want me to worship your God, but you don't tell me his name. Huh? How am I going to pray? What do I do? Every morning I wake up and I pray like, oh dear God, I was hoping that maybe God, you could help me. No, sorry. The other God. No, the other God. No, sorry, the wrong God. No, wrong God. You're right. I should have asked for your first name. No, the other God. The God behind you. No, sorry. Wrong God. You're right. He told me you would know who I was talking to, and I don't. No, the other God, please. That God. No, the other God. And then I wonder why my prayers are not getting answered.
How dare you speak to me like that? Do you know who I am?
No, because you never introduce yourself.
I have come here representing Great Britain.
And I have never heard of Great Britain. Who gave you that name?
Well, we did.
You call yourselves great. Isn't that a little arrogant? Shouldn't you wait for other people to tell how much great you are? Shouldn't you just go around the world and do good things, and then people go, oh my God, Britain, how much great you are.
Well, I beg to differ. I believe we could do it because we know it instinctively. We are Great Britain.
Well, in that case, welcome to Great India.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't work like that. How dare you speak to me like this?
Look, you are the one who dares to speak to me, okay? I was here minding my own business in my land, and you came here riding on your skinny cow telling me that things are going to change. I don't know who you are. All I know is you're clearly crazy, okay? You're not feeling too right. And I didn't want to tell anything, but you look like you're going to faint. Something is very wrong with your skin. You're not looking good, my friend. Maybe you should come down. We'll have a curry and talk about this.
What are you talking about? I look quite normal.
You do not look normal, my friend. I never seen anyone with that complexion in my life, okay? You look like you're playing hide and seek with the sun your entire life. I don't know what is happening, but that is not how a person should look. I can see your veins pumping through your skin right now. You know how creepy it is? If I was your doctor, I wouldn't need to check your conditions. I just go, what is the problem? It is your kidney. How do I know? Because you're translucent. That is how I know.
Damn you, we are going to run this country whether you like it or not.
We are not going to do anything you tell us. You're a madman.
How dare you call me a madman?
You come to a land whose name you have no idea about, and you want us to worship a god with no name. What else should we call you?
Enough of this nonsense. Let's get our pants out of here.
You're right. The queen herself will deal with them later.
Who were they?
They looked very peculiar and old.
Ah, anyway, we have wasted a lot of time. Let's get back to work. We have a lot of things to say.
Now let's get into Housie, one of the most exciting segments in this whole celebrations. As most of you might be already knowing, instead of numbers, we have 60 freedom fighters today. Last night, most of you have received your tickets. If not, ask your class coordinator or your representative to give it to you right now. The registrations might have closed just an hour ago. And if you didn't register, then bad luck. What's the game? All right, now let's get started. Before we just get started, I'll just go through the simple instructions that you might have already received, but just in case. All right. So the awards that we have today are Jaldi 5, first row of honor, second row of honor, third row of honor, Freedom 1, Freedom 2, and Freedom 3. Freedom 1, 2, and 3 are for full houses. First, second, and third rows of honors are for first row, second row, and third row respectively. Jaldi 5 stays the same. The winners will be receiving exclusive certificates, and the participants will also be too. You will get them in a couple of days once your class coordinators give me the names of your class winners. The competition is only class-wise, while the game is being played throughout the whole grade. All right, now let's get started. So our first cue here goes to Abadi Banu Begum. She was a prominent voice in the Indian independence movement, one of the first Muslim women to actively take part in politics, and was part of the movement to free India from the British. Anybody has them? Let's go. Next one, Sarojini Naidu. Most of you might be also knowing as her as the Nightingale of India. And without wasting any more time, since she is a well-known freedom fighter, let's move ahead. We have 657 more to go. Third, Alluri Sita Ramaraju claimed that he had a variety of special powers. He could correct astrological predictions and heal people. He could even survive bullet shots. Nice. Now, Rajkumari Gupta. He could establish close links with the revolutionaries. That is what he was well known for, particularly Chandrasekhar Azad. She reportedly used to deliver messages and materials to the revolutionaries of Hindustan Socialist Republic Association. Moving ahead. Preetilata Vaddedar. She was a Bengali revolutionary nationalist. Preetilata joined the revolutionary group headed by Surya Sen, who you might have in your ticket, but not yet. Sucheta Kripalani was an Indian freedom fighter and politician. She was India's first woman chief minister, serving as the head of the Uttar Pradesh government. We're done with 6 already. So any Jaldi 5 already? Message in your chat box right now. Class coordinators, be alert. You'll be receiving tons of requests. Hopefully. 5, 4, 3, 2, and next cue. Ram Prasad Bismil. He was an Indian revolutionary who participated in Mainpuri in the conspiracy of 1918. Moving ahead. Next, we have Pingali Venkaya. He was quite well known all over India for his design of the flag, on which the Indian national flag is now currently based on. Oraganti Mahalakshmama. She was quite well known for spreading the message of Swaraj to the mass publics. Bipin Chandrapal was 1/3 of the Lal Bal Pal trio, whom we'll also have further in this game. Saraswati Rajamani. She was a veteran of the Indian National Army. She was well known for her work in the military intelligence wing of the army and also for her covert missions. Rani Ahalyabai Holkar. Most of you might be knowing her, and she was well known for trying to protect her land from plundering invaders. Next, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He served as the first Deputy Prime Minister of India and guided India's integration into a united, independent nation. Parbati Giri. She was a prominent freedom fighter, female, from Odisha. Due to her anti-British government activities, she was imprisoned for 2 years. She was just 16 when she was in the forefront of agitation following Mahatma Gandhi. Ancient history, right? Potti Sriramulu. He was an Indian freedom fighter and revolutionary. He is reserved as Amal Jeevi in the Andhra region for his self-sacrifice for the Andhra cause. All right, we're 16 freedom fighters in, and now we have Bal Gangadhar Tilak. He was the first leader of the Indian independence movement, and the British colonial authorities called him the father of the Indian unrest. All right, next we have Bal Gangadhar Tilak. He was the first leader of the Indian independence movement, and the British colonial authorities called him the father of the Indian unrest. Begum Hazrat Mahal was a vital part of the 1857 Indian rebellion. After her husband was exiled, she took charge of Awadh and even seized control of Lucknow during the rebellion. Madam Bikaji Kama. On August 22nd, 1907, Madam Bikaji Kama became the first person to hoist the Indian flag on foreign soil in Germany. Proud moment, right? Now, Chandrasekhar Azad was an Indian revolutionary who organized and led a band of militant youth during India's independence movement. 20. Tara Rani Srivatsava was an Indian freedom fighter and part of Mahatma Gandhi's Quit India movement. Ashfaqullah Khan, born on 22nd October, he was a freedom fighter, also quite known for his works in the Indian independence movement again. We're already 1/3 of the game, 22. Kittur Rani Chennamma was the Indian Queen of Kittur, a princely state in present-day Karnataka. Achamma Cherian. She was from Kerala, Travancore, and she is popularly known for the Jhansi Rani of Travancore. Bhogeshwari Pukanani played an important role in the Quit India movement started by Gandhiji. In 1930, Pukanani took a part in non-violent march as an act of civil disobedience. Lakshmi Sahgal. Lakshmi Sahgal was a revolutionary of the Indian independence movement. Kamala Devi Chattopadhyay was an Indian social reformer and freedom activist. She was most remembered for her contribution to the independence movement. Mangal Pandey was an Indian soldier who most of you might be knowing again for his quite significant works during the outbreak of the Indian Rebellion of 1857. One of the first instances that started the Indian and British freedom struggle. Veer Savarkar developed the Hindu nationalist political ideology of Hindutva while imprisoned at Ratnagiri in 1922. Shivaram Hari Rajguru was an Indian revolutionary, again from the state of Maharashtra, known mainly for his involvement in the assassination of British Raj police officer named Saunders. All right, halfway in the game, and we conclude the halfway point with Tantia Tope, widely considered as the best and effective rebel general. We'll take a quick 15 seconds break where you all catch up if you missed any names. So, how many names are we done? And we'll resume in 5, 4, 3, 2, and next cue. Mahatma Gandhi, as everybody knows, father of the nation. 32, Durgabai Deshmukh. She was an Indian freedom fighter, lawyer, social worker, and politician, also part of the Constituent Assembly of India and the Planning Commission of India. Birsa Munda. She was a young freedom fighter and a tribal leader whose spirit of activism in the late 19th century is remembered to be a strong mark of protest against British rule in India. 75. Kushal Kanwa was an Indian Assamese freedom fighter from Assam, and he happened to be the only martyr in India who was hanged during the last phase of the Quit India movement. Subhash Chandra Bose. As everybody knows, he was the Indian nationalist whose defiant patriotism made him a hero in India, but whose attempts during World War II to rid India of British rule with the help of Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan left a troubled legacy. Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India. Khudiram Bose, also an Indian revolutionary from Bengal Presidency who opposed British rule of India. Dadabhai Naoroji is renowned for his work in the Indian National Congress, of which he was one of the founding members and thrice the elected president in 1886, 1893, and 1906. So that means all the years before we got independence, he was the president of Indian National Congress. Now, Kaniyalal Maneklal Munshi was an Indian independence movement activist, socialist, politician, writer, and educationalist from Gujarat state, a lawyer by profession. Next, we have Veerapandiya Kattabomman, was an 18th century Tamilian and chieftain in Tamil Nadu. He refused to accept the sovereignty of British East India Company and waged a war against them. Kanneganti Hanumantu was a freedom fighter who rebelled against British rule and spearheaded the Palnadu rebellion against tax. He was executed by the British General Rutherford. All right, we're 2/3 in the game. K. Maman was a follower of Mahatma Gandhi, and K. Kelappan is often referred to as the Kerala Gandhi. Aruna Asaf Ali, as an active participant in the Indian independence movement, is widely remembered for hoisting the Indian national flag at Gowalia Tank Maidan, Bombay during the Quit India movement in 1942. Matangini Hazra. Matangini Hazra was an Indian revolutionary again who participated in the Indian independence movement until she was shot dead by the British Indian police in front of Tamluk police station. She was affectionately known as Gandhi Buri, Bengali for Old Lady Gandhi. All right, 3/4 in the game, and we completed with Lala Lajpat Rai, popularly known as Punjab Kesari. He was one of the 3 Lal Bal Pal trio again. Bhagat Singh was an Indian social revolutionist whom we all know and will be forever remembered in our hearts. Lal Bahadur Shastri promoted the whole revolution, a national campaign to increase the production and supply of milk, and was the second Prime Minister of India. Garimella Satyanarayana was a poet and a freedom fighter from Andhra Pradesh. Durgavati Devi was an Indian revolutionary and a freedom fighter. She was one of the few women revolutionaries who actively participated in the armed revolution against the ruling British. Just 10 more left. And we have Abdul Hafiz Muhammad Barkatullah. He was an Indian revolutionary again with sympathy from the Pan-Islamic movement. Rani Gaidarlu. At the age of 13, she joined the Horaka religious movement. Wow. Velu Nachyar was a queen of Shivaganga's estate. She was the first Indian queen to wage war with the East India Company in India. She is known by the Tamils as Veeramangai. Sukhdev Thapar was an Indian revolutionary and a senior member of the Hindustan Socialist Republic Association. He participated in several actions alongside Bhagat Singh and Shivaram Rajguru and was hanged by the British authorities on 23rd March 1931. Kanaklata Baruna was an Indian independence activist and AISF leader who was shot dead by the British police while leading a procession of bearing the national flag during the Quit India movement. All right, 5 into the game. Tense feelings, huh? Gulab Kaul joined the movement to overthrow the British in India and became one of the main organizers of the Ghadar party. Last 4. Chittaranjan Das was an Indian freedom fighter, political activist, and lawyer during the Indian independence movement and founder, leader of the Swaraj Party in Bengal during the period of British colonial rule in India. Up next, we have Tirot Singh, declared war and fought against British for attempts to take over control of the Khasi Hills. Last 2, Pir Ali Khan was an Indian revolutionary and rebel who participated in the Indian independence movement. He was given capital punishment for participating in the freedom struggle of 1857. Well, now you know which last 2 are left out. Rani Lakshmi Bai was one of the leading figures of the Indian rebellion of 1857 and became a symbol of resistance to the British Raj for Indian nationalists. Last one, Tirupur Kumaran, right? Yes. Founded Deshbandhu Youth Association and led protests against the British and died from injuries sustained from a police assault on the banks of Noyal River in Tirupur. All right, now message your class CEOs. Who won the Freedom 1, 2, and 3? And you will, if you are the winners from your class, you will be shortly receiving your certificates, probably in a day or 2. That was Housie. Moving on to the next segment now.
Music, once admitted to the soul, becomes a sort of spirit and never dies. It's the same with the movement for freedom and independence. We have many songs which will pay tribute to the freedom fighters and soldiers of India. Here are a few musical performances by the Acorns of Grade 10, which is a tribute to those who fought for India's independence and are currently protecting our country from terrorists and attacks.
तलवारों पे सरवार दिए, अंगारों में जिस्म जलाया है, तब जाके कही हमने सर पे ये केसरी रंग सजाया है। ए मेरी जमीन अफसोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए सौ दर्द सहे, महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा, चाहे जान मेरे रहे न रहे। ए मेरी ज़मीं महबूब मेरी, मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे, फीका न पड़े कभी रंग तेरा, जिस्मों से निकल के खून कहे। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा, गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह जावा, तेरी खेतों में लहरावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। वो सरसों से भरे खयाल मेरे, चाह चूम के बंदरा पा न सका, आबाद रहे वो गाँव मेरा, चाह लौट के वापस जा न सका। ओ वतवावे मेरी मतवावे, तेरा मेरा प्यार निराला था, कुर्बान हुआ तेरी अजमत पे मैं, कितना नसीबों वाला था। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा, गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह जावा, तेरे खेतों में लहरावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। केसरी ओ हीर मेरी तू हंसती रहे, तेरी आंख घड़ी पर नम ना हो, मैं मरता था जिस मुखड़े पे, कभी उसका उजाला कम ना हो। ओ माई मेरी क्यों फिक्र तुझे, क्यों आंख से दरिया बहता है, तू कहती थी तेरा चांद हूँ मैं, और चांद हमेशा रहता है। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा, गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह जावा, तेरी फसलों में लहरावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू।
up, we have a quiz planned for you guys to test on how much you actually know about your country's independence.
A Google form will be sent. The questions will be displayed here, and a Google form will be sent out by a representative in the classroom chat box.
You'll have 15 seconds to answer each question. Let's get on with the first question. On 15th August 1947, India's first Prime Minister hoisted the Indian national flag at option A, Indian Gate, option B, Delhi Gate, option C, Lahori Gate, option D, Kashmiri Gate. You have 15 seconds. Let's move on with the next question.
What is the official duration of a national anthem? A, 1 minute 10 seconds, B, 30 seconds, C, 20 seconds, and D, 52 seconds. Your time starts now.
Remember not to Google these questions because they are just testing you for your general knowledge.
And it takes out the authenticity of it. So this is just for fun. This is just for fun.
Next question. The national flag was hosted for the first time in which place? Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Lucknow. Next question.
Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was sent to which jail for Champaran Satyagraha? A, Sabarmati Central Jail, B, Yerwada Jail, C, Moti Hari Jail, D, Nagpur Jail. You have 15 seconds on the clock.
Tick tip, time's up. Next question. Who gave the slogan, Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it? A, Lal Bahadur Shastri, B, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, C, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, D, Lala Lajpat Rai. Your 15 seconds starts now. Time's up. Next question.
The first general elections were held in which year? A, 1952, B, 1950, C, 1947, D, 1951. Your time starts now.
Time's up. Next one. Where does the name India come from? A, Britishers named it. B, Mahatma Gandhi changed it from Bharat. C, after the Indus Valley civilization. D, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru changed it. Time starting. Next question. We're halfway done, guys. So let's carry on.
Who united the self-governed princely states post-independence? A. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. B. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. C. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. D. Rajendra Prasad.
Time's up. Next one.
How many spikes are there in the chakra in the middle of the tricolor of the Indian flag? A. 24, B. 28, C. 30, D. 18. Most of you should know this. It's a very easy question. Your time starts now. Next question. Who wrote Sare Jahan Se Acha? A. Rabindranath Tagore. B. Muhammad Iqbal. C. Sarojini Naidu. D. Hasrat Mohani. Let's move on to the next question.
Who composed the national song of India? A. Rabindranath Tagore. B. Chandrasekhar Azad. C. Muhammad Iqbal. D. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee.
Last 4 questions. The famous quote, "A terrace with destiny," is given by A. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, B. P.T. Jawaharlal Nehru, C. Mahatma Gandhi, D. Abdul Kalam Azad. What does the 3 colors of the national flag represent? A. Justice, selflessness, agriculture. B. Religion, peace, trees. C. Sacrifice, peace, and prosperity. D. None of these. Time's ticking. Next question.
The second last question. When did the Constitution of India come into effect? A. 26th November 1949, 26 January 1950, C. 26 January 1947, D. 26 January 1949. Tick tick on the clock.
Time's up. Last question. Which of the following was the first national flag? The time starts now. That's it. This was our last question. The results will be announced shortly. Thank you for your kind attention.
Poetry is when an emotion has found its thought and the thought has found words. So now let's listen about a poem about our lovely India.
a realm of natural beauty, a well-defined subcontinent worthy of being called eminent, a mainland flat and mountainous, a sociable contrast surrounding us. A vast assortment of affectionate inhabitants, the cordial beings are the heart of the environment, the lush green pasture fields running through the mountains unsealed.
The empire of condiments, no less than the everlasting monuments, distinctive native dishes in its cuisine, just by taking a bite, the soul behoves serene. The unity in diversity is its strength, the simplicity in every Indian is its wealth. To abide and respect is its inherent duty. India, a realm of natural beauty.
Art played an important role in India's freedom struggle. Art acted as a tool in India's struggle against colonialism. Indian art flourished and soon became a source of national pride. For example, Rabindranath Tagore, through his paintings, helped raise the consciousness of many. Art helped nationalists in their struggle by evoking emotions related to oppression. Indian art also helped in overcoming linguistic differences across the country. When the Swadeshi movement started gaining momentum, Indian artists attempted to revive their cultural identities, which were suppressed by the Britishers. Thus, art and literature played an immense role in India's freedom struggle. It not only led to a silent criticism of colonial atrocities but also acted as a force to unite mass against colonial forces. So, today even we have our accounts showcasing what Independence Day means to them in the form of beautiful and vivid artworks.
यहाँ हर कदम कदम पे धरती बदले रंग, यहाँ की बोली में रंगोली सात रंग। यहाँ हर कदम कदम पे धरती बदले रंग, यहाँ की बोली में रंगोली सात रंग। धानी पगड़ी पहने मौसम है, नीली चादर ताने अंबर है, नदी सुनहरी हरा समंदर है, देश गीला देश रंगीला रंगीला, देश मेरा रंगीला, देश रंगीला रंगीला, देश मेरा रंगीला, देश रंगीला रंगीला, देश मेरा रंगीला, देश रंगीला रंगीला, देश मेरा रंगीला। सिंदूरी गालों वाला सूरज जो करे ठिठोली, शर्मीले खेतों को ढक ले चूनर पीली पीली। घूंघट में रंग पनघट में रंग चम चम चमकीला, देश रंगीला रंगीला, देश मेरा रंगीला, देश रंगीला रंगीला, देश मेरा रंगीला।
Well, that was a fantabulous 1 hour in my opinion. There was a blend of all types of events and they were completely balanced.
Yes, Muller, we kicked the event off representing India through classical dance, followed by the simple yet quite significant incident showcased through a wonderful skit.
Along with an innovative concept of bringing together fun and our country's ancient history through Housie and the witty quiz.
Afterwards, immersing ourselves in cultural activities such as poems, art, and music. Also, shout out to all the proactive participants out there.
All in all, I enjoyed the past 1 hour, and we hope you did too.
Thank you.